Yo, so guys, and welcome back to brand new Hijomeatman news video. Today we're going to be talking about the Silverstone Grand Prix, the British GP, having two British riders on the grid. I mean, it looked like we wasn't going to have any. Obviously, no, on the current grid, no British riders forming part of the paddock for this season. And it did look a little bit glim for the old Silverstone fans at one point, although you would have thought, we was probably going to get a Cal Crutchlow wildcard anyway. But we'll be having Cal Crutchlow on the grid in the full factory Yamaha team alongside Fabio Quartararo. And then we'll also have Jake Dixon in the SRT Yamaha, promoted from Moto 2 to do a one-off appearance, replacing obviously injured Frankie Morbidelli, who hopefully can get well soon. Kind of miss seeing him around the paddock and on the track and that. But yeah, we will be having two British riders on the grid, which is pretty cool to see. Obviously, maybe not to expect the best results in the world. Like I say, Cal Crutchlow is a retired rider. He's a test rider, and like I said in the video I think we done not too long ago, Cal Crutchlow, he only wanted to come and do some testing. He knew now he's got all these racing duties and stuff, and he's obviously not in the best physical condition and all of that compared to other riders. So and I do imagine he will be testing some little bits and bobs probably in some of these weekends. But yeah, Cal Crutchlow, going to be fairly interesting to see how he goes, in the full factory bike. Obviously in the Patronus one, when he went into there, he obviously had to start from zero with like the setup and everything like that, because obviously he tests on the Monster Energy bike. So that'll be pretty cool. And then Jake Dixon is definitely an interesting one. A lot of people are excited to see this. Obviously, Jake Dixon has ridden big bikes before in other world championships, and obviously has ridden around Silverstone on big bikes before also. But for me, I mean, I don't really know who I would have chosen to do the replacement ride. I think I would have kind of literally winged it and tried to get Dobby. Obviously with Maverick joining Aprilia and that, I think I would have just tried to get Dobby for a couple of replacement rides over Jake Dixon. Just because Jake Dixon this year in Moto 2 hasn't quite had the year that maybe we was expecting, obviously compared to the form that he had towards the end of 2020. He was fighting at the front a little bit more consistently. But obviously did pick up that injury, and I guess kind of lost his mojo a little bit. And this year hasn't exactly been nothing to boast about. But you never know. On a bigger bike, he could do what he could never do in Moto 2. I mean, we have seen riders do that. I mean, Quartararo is a fantastic example. In Moto 2. He wasn't exactly the most spectacular rider on the grid, but then he joined MotoGP with the bigger bikes, and look at him now. Probably set to destined anyway to win this championship this year, unless he dips in form, unfortunately, like he did last year. But yeah, two British riders on the grid for the Silverstone GP, both of them on Yamahas, just different colours. Cal Crutchlow on the Monster Energy Yamaha, and Jake Dixon on the SRT Yamaha, alongside Valentino Rossi, which is a great rider obviously to share a garage with, and especially on your little one-off race in the MotoGP field, to be alongside Valentino Rossi is it's got to be a privilege or two. But yeah guys, what are your thoughts about this all? Where do you think these will finish? Who do you think will finish on top? Cal Crutchlow or Jake Dixon? It's going to be very interesting to see, especially Jake Dixon, how he does on the bigger bikes. Obviously we know how Cal Crutchlow does. We've seen him plenty of times on MotoGP, and not well, I mean, it's a little bit longer now. I was going to say not that long ago, but a bunch of years ago now, we have seen him obviously on Yamaha before, with the Tech 3 Monster Energy team. So who do you think is going to come out on top, guys? Cal Crutchlow or Jake Dixon? Make sure you're down in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe for more content as always. And I'll see you with some brand new videos very soon.